In today's top story, we turn to Beijing, where Chinese President Xi Jinping has announced a massive commitment to financial support for Africa. The announcement was made during the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, or FOCAC Summit, held on September 5, 2024, with nearly 53 African leaders in attendance. This diplomatic event marks a significant moment in China-Africa relations, as President Xi laid out his vision for stronger ties between the two regions. President Xi pledged a staggering 360 billion yuan, which is about $50.7 billion, to be delivered over the next 3 years. This funding will be used to deepen cooperation between China and Africa in key areas like infrastructure, trade, and security. Of the total amount, more than half is set to be allocated as credit, offering vital financial assistance for development projects across the continent. Additionally, close to $11 billion will come in the form of grants, and $10 billion will be invested directly by Chinese companies in Africa. These investments are expected to have a far-reaching impact, not just on the economic landscape, but also in terms of job creation and industrial growth. President Xi also used the opportunity to elevate the status of China-Africa relations, proposing a new strategic partnership. He described the relationship between China and Africa as being at its most favorable point in history. Xi emphasized that both sides should work towards building what he called an all-weather community with a shared future. This new level of cooperation would see closer collaboration in multiple fields. President Xi outlined 10 key areas of focus, including infrastructure, security, trade, and green development. Notably, military aid is now part of China's support for Africa, marking a new dimension in their partnership. The inclusion of military assistance signals China's intention to play a larger role in the security concerns facing various African nations. One of the most impactful aspects of this initiative is its potential to create at least 1 million jobs across the African continent. By bolstering infrastructure and industrial capabilities, China aims to spur economic development that will benefit millions of Africans. This commitment reflects a long-term strategy by Beijing to strengthen its diplomatic and economic presence in Africa. The timing of this summit is also noteworthy. It comes as other global powers, particularly the United States, are intensifying their efforts to strengthen ties with Africa. Xi's speech and the substantial financial pledges are a clear message of China's intentions to maintain and grow its influence in the region. Amid growing competition, this summit could be a pivotal moment for Beijing. It reinforces its role as Africa's key development partner. However, this ambitious plan comes with challenges. There are ongoing concerns about debt sustainability in Africa, as several countries have already taken on significant loans from China. How these new commitments will be managed remains to be seen, especially as some African nations struggle to repay earlier debts. Overall, the FOCAC Summit highlighted the continuing importance of Africa in China's global strategy. With new financial commitments and an expanded partnership, China is set to deepen its influence in the region, potentially reshaping the future of African development for years to come. This is Marvin Brown.